Good morning, folks. It's Lindsey Huddleston back in the building with another SPS Monday Motivation, holiday edition. Happy Labor Day. I know many are off work. I want to thank the labor movement for what they've done over the years to give these type of work weeks and being able to enjoy this holiday weekend. Hope you guys got to. If you follow my timeline, I was out and about. Got to get down to the city of Detroit, that is, my home city. And I got to hang out with my guy Horatio Williams of the Horatio Williams Foundation. Very honored and proud to be new member of the board of directors. And we were able to go over to the Beautiful Machine Magazine's legendary Legacy Party, kind of in and off the summer, if you will, on a good note, over at the Berry Gordy Mansion. And Horatio was able to get recognized for all his great humanitarian work. And I was happy to be there to support him as well. Shout out to Demetrius Carrington over at the Beautiful Machine Magazine, always putting together a top level, high end event, and it was great to be able to tour the Berry Gordy Mansion. Shout out to the proprietor there; it was very gracious to give us like a little VIP tour, hanging out there, and that was really cool just to think about that. I got to run into some people from my childhood, but out here doing it big. Speaking of big, my guy Big West. Derek West, that is, of Big West Entertainment representing, was a childhood friend. You guys saw the post. Had to shout out Big West. Oh, that man was fast on the court and hard to move, but always showed love to being a fam. So it was good, but that kind of plays in today's Monday Motivation. Who are you listening to? I don't necessarily mean what music you got pumping. I've been on this currency thing right now. I like that vibration. But what I mean is that when we go out into the world and we try to accomplish things, we try to do things, we try to stay on track, we got all this information coming at us, whether it's from the digital platforms, whether it's the television, whether it's the people around you, whether it's the music, whatever it may be. So I pose that question, who are you listening to? Because so many things can come into our lives and impact outcomes. And I think it's important that we recognize those things as well. So I pose that question. Whose voice are you listening to, right? Many people can influence you, including your family, your friends, your mentors, teachers, and the people you spend time with. So let's talk about that first group, family. And I know, boy, it can go either way with this family situation. I know many of us can roll our eyes in the back of our head and say, oh, if your family going to treat you like this, who needs enemies? But then again, you have some people who have loving families. I want to shout out to my mom, shout out to my dad for always showing love and being great as it relates to me finding my way and having support. So when you talk about family, you got parents, you got siblings, you have grandparents. Shout out to my late grandmother, Madeline Bryan, who's passed. Shout out to my grandmother also, Blanche Huddleston, who's passed, sweet as they can be. You got aunts, you got uncles. All can have this big impact on your life, and they can provide a stable, supportive environment and help shape you from your childhood to your adulthood. These individuals play a huge role, and it's important. But also, I'll say that with this line that I just listed of people, of who they are based on blood or close association, the question is, what are they pouring into you? What are they sharing? Also, you have your friends. The people you spend the most time with can influence your attitude. Positive and supportive friends can be optimistic with the outlook and help you move forward on your goals. But then you have what? Those negative friends, on the other hand, who can bring you down and drain your energy. I think that's very important. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, you're trying to do, you have to be mindful of who you're around and who you're getting your energy from. Some people can kind of put a battery in your back for negative things. You know, to say you need to go do this and go do that, and it's not beneficial. So you need to really think about, who am I listening to and what kind of influence are they having, especially what I want to accomplish. Now, next, I'll go a step further, because the real impetus with this, and shout out to my man Desmond Ferguson over at Moneyball, is that he has an ebook out. Many of you may receive the link. I'll try to share some information later about that. But it talks about the things to avoid when starting a brand. I think that's important because we'll sit and have an idea and have a concept, but it could be people that have no kind of skin in the game, no background in this, and they're telling you things that can dissuade you or get you going. So I say you need to filter who you listen to. Now, sometimes, based on our availability, we got all this stuff coming in, but you need to really sit and process, am I going to listen to someone who's done it or someone who's just pontificating? He's trying to put something else out there. Who we got this morning? Got my brother Jack Tripper. Yes, sir. My guy L Boogie. Number love. That's my guy right there, man. Can't go wrong with this guy right here. If you want a friend that's going to listen to you and be supportive and tell you the truth. Go be supportive. L, this is what's up. But L, you got to watch that and tell you the truth. Those are the kind of friends you need. Jack Tripper, you know, I appreciate our friendship from way back and all the things you do. Shout out to Cigar Nez, always got those great sticks on deck. But I think it's important. Nez, you're right on time, man, when you talk about particularly the entrepreneurial activities. When you were looking to get started, people who were trying to influence what was going on, were they people that were in the industry, people that were cigar aficionados, or just people that was just running back and forth. Also got another good brother out here, Chad Garant, in the building. What's up, SPS family? Hey, brother, how you doing? Great to see you and your lovely wife at the football game. Lauren, that is, at halftime, hanging out with you guys, representing so well. I'm so proud of you and everything you have going on, a family man, and just stay the course with all the things you need to do. And Jack Tripper says, indeed, fam, for sure, fam. And I think that's important because we can sit here, we have these ideas and next things you want to do, and sometimes it's just based on, proximity. You start talking and chopping it up with somebody. But is that a person of Chad Garant? Is that person of Jack Tripper, meaning Donez Richardson, who's going to give you the kind of support and love? And have they done it before? Are they moving in those political spaces like Chad is? Are they moving, in the social scene and can tell you what's really the heartbeat of the city of Detroit, like Jack Tripper is right now with his great brand and what he's doing? I think that's important to note. He said, I call it watching your diet. Oh, wow, man, you hit me with one. Got to watch what you intake. Now, if you guys don't know my friend, let me give it to you, and this is his voice. You got to watch your diet out here with these folks. Is that it, fam? I like that. You got to watch your diet. Thank you for that, man. Thank you for that. Really helping bring this point home. You have to watch your diet and who you're talking to. I'm going to add a little bit more to that, right on time, brother. We are all being judged by someone who isn't even having their own shit together. Yeah, I said it's the holiday. You listen to somebody who's saying, man, you shouldn't do that. And they can't even point to anything. Another one of my good friends talked about he had a business and a gentleman came in. I think he was trying to, speak to one of his co-workers and trying to, front for her. And he's telling him what he can do with his business. And my man said, so tell me, have you done this before? Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, you got to watch your diet, man. So my man shut him down. Cats be out here doing that talk. My brother Jack said, Tripper said, for sure, right? Here's the thing, man. You have to just be mindful of that. Just because someone's around you doesn't mean that you have to take in what they're saying to be the gospel. If you listen carefully enough, someone will tell you exactly the kind of person they are. If you just listen. And that will help you determine, well, do I need to be taking advice from this person? If you just listen, if they tell you how they get down and what they've done in the past and how they dealt with other people, keep that in mind. Also, if they don't know you personally, don't take it personal. That comes from a social media standpoint, particularly to my athletes out here. You look at these young men and young women, they have thousands and thousands of people responding to them. And even if it's on a more micro level, if the person don't know you personally, and they saying this about you or that about you, particularly, let's talk about quarterback Aiden Childs. I'll be seeing Coach Jonathan Smith in a few hours today. And probably won't see Aiden, but they're going to be talking about his quarterback play as 18 years old, starting for the first time in the Big Ten, his first collegiate career. They got the win, and people are going to criticize him. Compared to, well, if these people don't know what's going on and don't know you personally and can't really speak to, what you go through day in and day out, you shouldn't even take heed to that criticism. I got some more comments I want to get to. My brother John Higgins, Dr. John Higgins says, good morning, Sands. Good to see you this morning. All right, and that's good, Lindsay, what Chad said. That's good. I appreciate you, brother. No, we're doing it, man. More to say on this topic about who are you listening to. Now, let me tell you that brother John Higgins right there. John called me one day and said, the sky's red. I said, damn, when did it turn red, John? Because, like I said earlier, you listen to someone long enough, they tell you the kind of person you are. When you have genuine people in your life, people who are happy with themselves and content with, the path that they are on, they are great vessels that can share information and give you feedback compared to someone who's trying to figure it out. And there's nothing wrong with trying to navigate, but don't let that deter you from what you're trying to do based on what they said. Stop receiving advice from people who are not being advised by God. Whoa, Lindsay, why you gonna do that to me on a Monday morning? Hey, it just fit the message. You trying to take advice from somebody on relationships, and they house in shambles. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, who are you listening to? Somebody who's not even worth it is bringing you down and putting your fire out. And for whatever reason, they may be doing that because they may be hating on what you got going on. Who are you listening to? You got to keep that in mind, folks. You got to keep that in mind. My brother Jack Tripper hit me back. He says, yep, that's bad food. Like Bernard Hall say, be hard. That's not good. Lip service with no resume. Lip service with no resume. Hey, brother, you want to just come in and just sit right next to me, man? We can finish this up. You saying it, brother. That's right. That's my point. Lip service with no resume. Yeah, you should do this. But the thing about it, man, unless we have a good understanding of what's going on, those things can seep in. Those things can kind of just sit. And we have to be very, very careful about that. And a lot of times it comes when you having a success. Somebody feel they got to say this to get in. Shoot, if they're not in the game or doing what you do, the best advice they can give you is just encouragement. Man, keep doing your thing. You can do it. Man, I got a new move I want to make. Hey, man, put your mind to it. Put the work in. There are some universal principles that always work out. I can't expect Jack Tripper to have success with his, cigar business if he said, man, I only work on Tuesdays between 6 and 8. It's not going to blow up like that. My brother be coming in with his event. You're like, hey, I got to get out of here. I got 2 more tonight. Because you got to put the work in. Those are universal principles that someone can share no matter what their background is. So I just want to remind you, who are you listening to? Who's on your timeline? Who do you reach out to when you want to make a move, or when you do something? Who's there to support you and big you up? Who speaks highly of you when you're not in the room? That's the thing you got to keep in mind. I just want you guys to stay motivated. I want you to stay blessed. Hey, season's getting ready to change. We're coming out of this summer, getting ready to go into the fall. All the more reason to stay on your grind. But just with the season changes, so do moods, and so do expectations, and all of that. I got Gil Garrett, all the Broncos in the building this morning representing. He says, yes, sir. What's up, brother? Represent. Oh, we going back now. We're going back to Henry Hall. Take it back. Got Gil Garrett, Jack Tripper. We all representing. John Hagen's coming through there as well. Hey, we got Western in full effect. You got to keep in mind, man, if they ain't did it, who you listen to. And I know Gil knows from being a leader in the Pontiac community, representing law enforcement. That's the law enforcement official you want to see show up when something's going on or if something's going good. Keep that in mind. Who are you listening to? Guys, I don't want to keep you on this holiday. I'm going to get out here and try to get a little work in. And like I said, we're going to be with Michigan State head football coach Jonathan Smith a little later on today. So you'll see that. And that's going to be brought to you by Veg Head, downtown Lansing, plant-based restaurant. Shout out to Carrie McGee. Shout out to Sean Elliott, who's probably sitting on the dock right now, doing some little relaxing before we get back to the grind. So with that being said, guys, thanks for the love. Thanks for the support. Gil jumps in and says, keep going, bro. Thank you. Proud of you, my guy. Proud of you, too, man. A great public servant at heart, and people benefit. Jack Tripper says, blessings, bro. Keep going. Great work, my guy. Appreciate you, too. That's what we do. Hey, it's all work. Hey, who are you listening to? And if you listen to somebody who's not giving you the right kind of support, right kind of advice, keep it moving. We can say deuces over here. Hey, thank you, guys. Have a great day. Have a great week. Have a great month. Have a great year. Have a great life. SPS got nothing but love for you. And see you next time. Peace.